Hey guys, got a little bit of a different one for you here today. My dear old sister asked me to have a look at her foot pedal for her sewing machine. Frister Rossmann. Apparently it's not working. What she told me is it powers up the machine, so the light comes on and everything, but when you press it, the machine doesn't work. So I said to her, well, why not? I'll have a look at it. My sister's husband, my brother-in-law, he was just going to take out the wire and put it into another pedal. That you can do as well, and they work because internal circuits are pretty much the same. So that is also a possibility to do. But I thought, let me give it a go. Let me see if I can do something about this. You know, I don't know. Kind of trying to impress my sister, I think it was. But anyway, sort of thought, oh, I've never done one of these before. Have I jumped in the deep end? I don't know, maybe I still have, I don't know. But anyway, first things first, what we had to do was we have to determine what the pins are. So if we get the search, I've already got that one live. So let's have a look at which pin is which. So there we go. So we've got that centre pin is your live. So now let's move on to neutral. No, let's move on to neutral, not fall off neutral. See, it's falling off. Okay, it doesn't like me. Sod's law, innit? It always happens in the videos, doesn't it? And that's your neutral. So what that then leaves is this particular pin right here is your switch live. So let me just explain that to you a little bit, what that all means. When you have a switch that switches and drives something, you have, for example, a light switch. So you have it in circuit. So you got your live, you got your live and your neutral. So live is that one middle pin. Your neutral is that edge pin, and it will go into in series circuit with a switch, and that switch will then power whatever you're trying to power. But in the case of a machine, you have to have what you call a switched live, a third pin. Normally you'd have 4 pins, you'd have a fourth one there, and that's earth. But this particular one is non-earth, so you only have 3 pins, you don't have 4. You probably notice some sewing machines do have 4 pins, and those are earthed sewing machines. So when you have a switched live, what that means is you have your circuit, so you need to power your circuit. You also need to power your switch, and that's where your switch live comes in. Your switch live always stays on, it's a constant on, whereas your button live will only come live when it's pressed. That's basically what switch live means. It's just a permanent live to power. For example, you need to power this pedal. That's basically what it is. You need constant power to the pedal, and you need constant power. Sorry, you need you need constant power coming into this pedal, but you need to be able to send power on demand when pushing the button to the motor of the sewing machine. And that's what was happening. The switched live was the problem, because there was power going to the machine to indicate the pedal was working. Well, there was power passing through because the light was coming on the machine. It's just when you press the pedal, nothing happened. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do what we are going to do is check that out. Before I do that, I think I have repaired this. I did find a fault in the pedal, but I'll quickly just show you that this switch was really in bad shape. So I've cleaned it up, cut the ends, and I put some heat shrink on there, made it neater, made it much more stronger. So now it's not going anywhere. So let's plug that in. So that's now plugged in. Now we're live. So let's go across on my multimeter. So now we know that our earth pin is... No, I don't remember what our earth pin is, do I? What did we decide on it was? You know what, we're going to do a quick test again. So I tell you, I am so forgetful sometimes, it's unbelievable. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. Seriously. That's what happens when you get married. I've been married for 10 years. Yeah, it was that end one, wasn't it? Yeah, it's the end one. See, all that rabbiting on, all that talking, and I forget things. So what we're going to do, just so we remember, we'll just plug that in on the end one, because we know that's neutral. We always want neutral. We want our neutral to be the same all the time. Wait a minute. It's just tidy up these wires a second. Sorry, bear with me a second. Oh, I've actually lost my tripod. I don't know what I've done with my tripod. I couldn't find it. It's quite late anyway. What's the time? Oh my god, it's 1 in the morning. Okay, so we've got that in there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, before we plug in, and set that. So we've set the multimeter to AC and high voltage AC, because we're using high voltages. And we're going to plug in. So now we're plugged in. So we're just going to pop. I'm going to be very careful. These are rated at these probes are rated at 1000 volts, so I should be safe as long as I don't touch the metal. Just going to pop that in. I'm going to pop that in, and we're at 240 volts. So we've got 240 volts coming out. That's pretty good. Now that 240 volts is the what we were talking about, sending power to the machine. So the green light was coming on the machine. Now what we have to do is we have to check the switch live, which is pressing the button. So let's do that. So we take it off and we send it across to the switch live. So now we've gone to 0 volts because we've not pressed the button. Let's have a look what happens if we press the button. We go up to 75 volts. Let's try and get we got 75 volts. Let go of the pedal, back to 0. Push the button, 75 volts again. Let go of it, drops to 0. In other words, I'm sending power on demand to the motor of the sewing machine. So when I push the button, power goes to the sewing machine's motor, and the sewing machine motor runs, and we can sew whatever we want. Remove it, and we've gone back to 0, and the machine is switched off, or at least the motor's off, but the machine's obviously still on. So there we have it. So I think I fixed it. I should have bought the sewing machine with me. My sister did say to me, take the machine with you, and I think I should have done that, but touch wood, fingers crossed, it's all working now and it's all repaired. Basically, there's a little switch right there. There's two switches. There's a potentiometer just there. That's what presses the button. You unplug that. And then there's a switch there that triggers the actual circuit itself. That's what you can hear that noise. That's the switch. That switch had a broken circuit. So I'll fix the broken circuit on that switch and fix the problem. So there we have it. Fixed an odd rarity here. I'm actually quite impressed. I'm quite proud of myself. Probably get a kick in the backside from my sister, because that's, you know, what big sisters do. But there we go. I think it's all fixed. I'll send this back to her, and she'll probably be ringing me up. It doesn't work. Shame on you, or whatever it is. But oh well. It's an excuse to make another video, I guess. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully we'll bring you some more cool repair logs. Thank you. Bye bye now.